Could Adnan Syed go back to prison? I'm a wrongful conviction attorney. Here's why his conviction was reinstated. On March 28th, the Maryland Appellate Court reinstated Adnan Syed's conviction for the murder of Heyman Lee. It did this because after Adnan was exonerated back in the fall of 2022, the victim's brother, young Lee, brought an appeal, arguing that he hadn't been given enough notice of the proceedings to exonerate Adnan Syed. The Maryland Court of Appeals heard these arguments, and the other day we got a ruling. It agreed with the victim's brother. He should have gotten more notice, and he should have been able to be present in the courtroom. So the Court of Appeals said it's got to be done a second time. At this point, Adnan Syed has been free for 6 months. He's had that time to rebuild his life after 23 years behind bars for a murder he insists he didn't commit. He's a practicing Muslim now in the middle of observing Ramadan, and he's been working at the Georgetown Prisons and Justice Initiative, helping other incarcerated people obtain educations. Now that this opinion has been issued, all of that might be thrown into question. You see, there's now a chance that Adnan Syed could have to go back to prison. He has a choice. He could appeal this ruling to the Maryland Supreme Court and try to get it overturned. If he doesn't choose to do that, then he has to go back to the trial court in Baltimore for a redo of the hearing that already led to his exoneration. But here's the thing, going back on a redo is not a guarantee that it will unfold exactly the same way. Any exoneration is like pushing a boulder up a mountaintop. You push up the hill, and the stars have to align in order for an exoneration to take place. With this ruling the other day that it all has to be done again, the Maryland Appellate Court pushed that boulder back down the mountainside for Adnan Syed. If he ends up going back for a second hearing, there's a chance it might not work out again the same way. So in a very real way, for the first time in 6 months, Adnan Syed now faces the risk that he might end up back behind bars.